Hey there. What you just heard is pretty much the sound we're gonna be making today. So, let's get right into it because I think this is gonna be a longer video. So, what I do want to say is we're gonna make this patch on top, but we're gonna later on copy it down and simplify this bottom patch a bit so that we can layer them together and they're gonna sound really good together. Which is a good layering tip, to make a patch have a really good leading dirty one, and then copying that down and simplifying the patch and making it a lot cleaner in the sense of like getting rid of distortions, filters, things like that, and a processing chain that's simpler. And so when you layer them together, they fit better and whatever. So like this is the bottom one. So if you don't have if you don't have the wow filter or Ableton or the sausage fattener, you can still watch this video just to be able to make this sound in massive. So yeah, if you want to make that sound, then you can still watch the video. But if you do have all that stuff, well, good, because you're gonna need it for this top one. So as opposed to me just starting from scratch with a new sound and remaking this, I'm just gonna, because it's a lot going on, just copy down the settings. I'll explain what some of the key parts. So yeah, ground 3 for oscillator 1, guitar pulse for oscillator 2, modern talking for oscillator 3. I know some of you might hate modern talking, so if you don't want to use it, just replace it with disto or carbon. Those are some of my favorite waveforms, I guess. And or you could go into the gentle speech or deep throat. You could replace it with that. You don't have to use modern talking if you don't want to. I used it because it fit into what I was doing. And yeah, take notice of the macro controls here. And let's see. This is really just for automation purposes. And then into the modulation, down an octave, ring mod on 1 all the way down, phase all the way up with the macro control if you want that. Filter FM all the way down with the LFO put on top. No feedback, no noise, obviously. Insert is hard clipper and frequency shifter. So copy those, pause the video if you need to, do as you want. And then I have a DAF filter and a low pass filter. Take into notice that the serial and parallel is right in the middle, and mix 1 and 2, same here. This filter is all the way up, this one's still halfway. And yeah, copy those down. Make sure that you add in the LFOs. And LFO 6 is added on here. And I'll show you really quick what's going on here with the LFOs. I did add a bit of, I added a macro control here to the rate. If you want to do that too, it's a square or pulse wave, whatever. It's square. But some people, if you use silent, it's called pulse there, but it's square. And yeah, take into notice all that. And for LFO 6, it's the same sort of thing, except I added a square on the bottom and kind of offset it a bit. You can move it around if you didn't know that. And yeah, that's what I did here. Now envelope 4, I left it the same, which is your volume envelope. And I turned on the restart gate, and I did a little macro control here on the glide. Voicing, I brought it up to 7, mono rate right there, and left it on always. Turned on the pan position, I brought it around out here, just for a little bit more width. And let's see, filters, FX1 right here is Bronner tube, and I just put it halfway, or right between the 9 o'clock area on both of these. Dimension expander, they're pretty much both at 12 o'clock, except size is just brought down a little bit. EQ, I didn't do anything except bring the boost and frequency. I brought the boost up all the way, frequency down. And that's pretty much the sound, I think I covered it all. Yeah. And now for the chain, I added the wow filter. So if you have this, you can copy these. So 100% up, master all the way up, reso right around there, cutoff right there, band reject. And if you don't want to, I went 100% on the mix for the full effect, but if you want to bring it down to like halfway or around here, that's a good thing to do with the filter, the wow filter sometimes. And I have the sausage fattener because everybody loves it. So it's 51% in fatness and 38% in color. And erosion is really, it's just something I use for automation purposes. So I'll show you that, what I did with that. I just kind of automated the amount and frequency so that you notice that it's doing like a bit of jumping. So yeah, right here it's pretty obvious that it's very degraded. Yeah, so it's like it's a nice filthiness. And then I added a vinyl distortion. Just copy all this, take into notice that. And for utility, I just automated the width in this part also. So, you know, it's really center and mono right here, and it gets really wide up here. It's not supposed to be a in-your-face kind of effect there. It's just supposed to be subtle. And the EQ, I just kind of cut the crust off a little bit, and I just brought it down right here around the 1K by 6 dB. Cut that out. And compression, and this filter is just for the intro effect. You know, it's very right here in the beginning. I'm just turning the filter on and off there. So it's on here and then off here. So yeah, that's what I did there. And then I just copied the whole channel down. I copied this whole channel and I just deleted all. You'll notice that I grouped the wow, the sausage fattener, erosion, vinyl, distortion, utility. I just grouped it all, so when I got down here I could just delete it. And then inside of massive on this one, it's the same patch. I just took off filter 1 and I panned it out a little further. And let's see, anything else? No. So that's the only other difference I did there. So yeah, thanks for watching. Send me requests and things like that. I'm open to, you know, requests, and have a good day.